There are 6 really common mistakes that people make when cooking on a gas grill. We're going to go through all 6 of these to help you avoid problems with your gas grill and make life just a little bit better when you're using one of these appliances. This is going to make your cooking out go a whole lot better and a lot safer, make your food taste better, and help you level up your grill game. Hit that subscribe button down there. Check this out. The first and most important applies to a new gas grill. You need to do a burn off on these things. Get this sucker up to its highest temperature it can run. Once it gets all the way up as high as it's going to run, let it run for 30 to 45 minutes. It'll burn off all of those oils from shipping, any germs that might be in it, and any of that packing material, styrofoam ball stuff that might still be in there. Doing a proper burn off is going to make your food taste a lot better and keep those first couple cooks from having any weird off flavors in them. All too often people take these things out of the box, put them together, and start cooking right away and then wonder why their food tastes like crap. So not doing a proper burn off is the first mistake that most new gas grillers make. Now, very closely related to the burn off is the second most common mistake that people make with the gas grill: not cleaning them regularly. Look, all these new gas grills make this real easy. Monument and some other gas grills have a really easy way to go about cleaning these things that makes it no excuse whatsoever to not clean this thing every few cooks. An uncontrolled grease fire will absolutely ruin your cook and possibly burn your house down if you've got the grill sitting too close. Ask your local fireman how many people's houses burn down because of a grease fire in the grill. Cleaning your gas grill usually only takes a few minutes. There's a grease pan down on the bottom, so all you need to do is scrape off everything and just let it fall through to the bottom. A word of warning: if you're using a grill brush with stainless steel or plastic bristles like this one, you need to keep an eye on it. If these bristles start looking bent or worn out, throw that brush away immediately and get another one. You don't want these bristles getting hung up on the grate, caught in your food, and somebody accidentally swallowing that. That does actually happen. I'm not a huge fan of these bristle brushes, but Monument sent this one out here, and you know what? It does a pretty good job. I highly recommend just replacing the brush every spring. And again, most of your modern gas grills make this real easy. They have a pull-out tray. Just take your putty knife, scrape everything right down that hole. Once you've got it all in there, you can remove and discard the aluminum grease tray. Take that out, drop in a new one, replace, and you're ready to grill. With these new well-made modern gas grills, cleaning them only takes a couple minutes, and it really does a good job keeping you safe and making your food taste better. By the way, the grill brush also makes a great lifting tool. When you do deeper cleanings, you're going to want to remove your grates and get down in there and scrape all that out too. We haven't got it that dirty, so I don't need to do that just yet. A common mistake that gas grillers make is not using a smoke box. A good smoke box like this one from Monument gives you a way to add that nice smoky flavor to your grilled food on a gas grill. Simply open it up, put some of your favorite wood chips or pellets in there, and place it right between your burners. This smoke box is going to get licked by those flames coming off of those two burners right there, and it's going to smoke really nice. Do not soak your wood chips. Water doesn't smoke, it steams. As long as you got water in those chips, they're not going to give you a bit of smoke until the water burns off, and then it'll start to smoke. The smoke comes from lack of air. That's why all of your smoke boxes have very limited airflow in them. That way the wood can't just catch fire and burn up. If you're currently soaking your wood chips before you put them in a smoke box, I'm sorry, you're doing it wrong. So stop doing that. There's also various smoke tubes and wedges that you can get. I'll put a link to all of those also down in the description below. A huge mistake that people make is not preheating the grill all the way. If you don't preheat your gas grill, especially if you have heavy cast iron grates or the really thick stainless steel grates, it takes a while to get those up to temperature to cook. And if you don't preheat it properly, you're going to get really weird, cool grill marks on your meat. Not cool fun, cool like too cold, and it just looks terrible. It also won't cook as well. So make sure you preheat your grill up to the desired temperature. I like to go a little hotter just to make sure we kill off any of the bacteria and stuff that might be on the grates, and then cool it back down to whatever temp I'm going to cook at. Now, if you have the grill grates on your grill, they're aluminum. They actually heat up a whole lot faster. So it may only take 5 minutes or so to get those grates up to cooking temperature. Make sure you preheat your grill all the way before you start to cook. If you're not hearing that good sizzle when that meat hits, it's not hot enough. That dude got hot quick. I think another mistake people make is not using a gas grill's sear feature. Gas grills can run at really high temperatures, and using that to cook your burgers and sear your steaks is exactly what you need to be doing. Things like burgers and fish cook best on a higher temperature. It lets you sear that outside without overcooking that inside of that meat, and that's something that gas grills just excel at. Some grills, like the Monument Denali 605, have an infrared sear burner. Some have cast iron plates. Some have sear stations on the side. Either way, use that sear feature on your gas grill to make your burgers better. After all, what's a smash burger other than smashed, seared, thin beef? One thing you should always be ready for when cooking on any grill is be ready for a fire. Don't put your gas grill right up against the house. Ask your local fire department how many house fires they put out, because the grill's right up against the vinyl siding. And always be ready for flare-ups with some baking soda or a fire extinguisher if worse comes to worse. And I guarantee you one thing, if you need a fire extinguisher, the one you got isn't big enough. We had a little catastrophe with charcoal back in the day, and I will tell you, when the charcoal catches your woods on fire and you thought it was out 2 days later, your fire extinguisher isn't big enough. But one thing's for sure, fires happen, and they happen to normal people who just miss silly things. Maybe you forgot to clean it, maybe the grease tray built up and it just catches. You got to be ready. A box of baking soda will help you put out those fires pretty quick. And if you have a really bad fire, you need to know where your fire extinguishers are and that they're ready to go. If you think I missed something that should have been included in this video, leave it down in the comments below. Give me that thumbs up like button, hit that subscribe button down there, and the bell icon so you don't miss videos like this when they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.